OKX. I was obsessed with Goatman/Skinwalker/mimicry stories for a while, but I haven't looked in a while. And then this happened to me last night, and now I literally cannot sleep or stop shitting my pants due to its proximity to my house. I'll try to Greentext as much as I can, but first, background. I am 21 and a college senior from CT. While I live in a semi-rural area, about 20 minutes to the closest supermarket/fast food, I go to school in Washington, D.C. Not the nice part, either. The part where crackheads are a real thing and cops are reassuring rather than troublesome. I've definitely seen some shit in my day. It would be good to mention here that I'm not some glandular freak, but I'm about 6'1" and 240, a lot of muscle, but Lord knows I could drop 15 pounds. I love to smoke pot, get drunk and eat, sue me. Being the good student that I am, I picked a real major, accounting, and I interned for a mid-sized PR firm doing accounting bitch work and getting paid $20 an hour. College is expensive as fuck though, so I deliver pizzas at night after the office closes. It's a cheap, drunk food kind of pizza place that has an absurdly large delivery radius and is around 20 minutes from my house, 5 minutes from the beach. My place is north of there and we deliver probably another 15 minutes past my house. I'm actually typing this at work in between examining the fine print on our client contracts to ensure we are charging them every penny we can. Cheap bastards. So basically, the further north you go from the pizza place, the more rural it gets. I work until closing and this occurs around 9:45 p.m. Be me, in the back, folding pizza boxes like a good little corporate bitch. Counter girl comes back with a delivery slip. She tells me the customer sounded weird on the phone, kind of like he was talking through a fan or through his hands and that he was almost like gurgling. My DC experience instantly makes me think crackhead, although around here it's way more likely to be some benzo freak or painkiller addict. Automatically assuming some weird interaction will occur. Look at address, see it is in kind of bumblefuck. I'm a little mad cause I don't want to drive that far, but fuck it. It's the weirdest ticket I've ever seen. Guy ordered a large pizza with anchovies, ground beef, ham, sausage, pepperoni etc. Literally $15 worth of extras. I go ask the counter girl if it's right. She says she thinks so. She couldn't really make it out though, so she said she did her best. She's like 16, so I cut her some slack, assume she was daydreaming and called the number back. Phone rings 5, 10, 20, 30 times. No answer. Hang up, call again. Phone goes right to the number you have dialed, does not have a voicemail box that has been set up yet. Goodbye. okathan.jpg. Manager decides to just make the pizza as ordered and proceed from there. Deliver a pizza, to a hilariously obese and blackout drunk couple, invited me in for drinks, but I don't drink or smoke when I work. Hope someone else took the weird pizza. Surprise. No one did, it's my turn. Begrudgingly take the pizza and get in my car. Enter address into phone. It's on a side street adjacent to a park locals call open space, which, despite the name, is about 500 acres of straight woods. It's about 25 minutes away, basically the edge of our range. Put on some dubstep, judge me, and crank my turbo Subaru, judge me more, out to this road. If you're not from a rural area, this can be hard to explain. Winter in the woods is scary. There is never a single sound. Ever. Unless there's something larger than a cat walking around, it's you and dead silence. Finally get to address. There are a few houses on the street, but they sit on probably 5 acres, so they are spaced out a fair amount. Looking for number 1134. I pass at 11:30, then a long stretch of nothing, then an 11:44. WTF.jpg. Continued.
Yes?
Looking.
Proceed. Go on, damn it.
Your bait worked, now proceed.
I just wanna get this over with and get the next delivery without getting stabbed by some pillhead over a fucking pizza. Call the number. Rings, stops ringing. There's no sound, but instead kind of like a buzzing or a humming. It's hooked up to my car stereo and it's getting louder and louder until I just hang up because I don't want it to ruin my speakers. Windows are fogging up cause at this point I'm pulled over between those two houses. Right when I roll the windows down, I am overcome by the odor of decaying trash, like driving through Newark, New Jersey. Fucking gross, so I put the car in first and I start pulling towards the next house. At the end of the driveway there's a stanchion with a light on top. Gonna pull into this house and knock and ask if maybe they gave the wrong number over the phone. Makes sense for a pillhead. I'm probably 100 feet away when I see someone step out of the darkness into the light at the bottom of the driveway. Good, it's the fucker that ordered. Expecting this guy to be all over the fucking place, leaning over and being fucked up. Guy isn't that fucked. Stop the car about 10 feet from him. Black coat that looks 3 times too big for him, even though he's probably got 5 inches on me. Don't look at him at first. Getting pizza out of car and getting ticket and change as I talk. Hey sir, sorry about the wait and the calls, this is pretty far. No response. Realize I should be watching him considering the signs. The smell is still pretty pungent, but I know it's not trash day. I get the pizza on the roof of my car. He is standing under the light on the opposite side of my car, so I got out of my driver's seat and went to the driver's rear to get pizza. Put pizza on the roof of the driver's rear. Guy is probably 10 feet away from the passenger rear. I finally pay enough attention to get a good look at him. Giant doll, no shoes, ripped up jeans, stains everywhere. Big jacket is mentioned. Look at his face. Sunken eyes. Can't even see them with the light. Getting real sketched out cause guy hasn't moved or said a word. Stop the process and just stare at the guy. He is staring right at me with those freaky fucking eyes. His head is sort of bobbing side to side, but not in any fluid sense at all. Kind of like a car door. Like how it stops at halfway open, then you give it another shove and it stops it all the way open. I watch his head do this in no real pattern for probably 10 seconds. Starting to get really uneasy between the stench and the head thing and the eyes and the not fucking answering. I stand frozen and so does he. Without breaking eye contact, I take my phone out of my pocket and hold it level with the roof so I can look at the guy and my phone at the same time. Go to recent calls. Call the number for the guy. Call it. Phone starts ringing but I hear no phone anywhere. Then out of the quiet of the woods, I hear, faintly, so faintly, a fucking cell phone ringing back in there maybe 50 or 100 yards away. This is my kicking myself for not getting my CC yet. This is me almost shitting myself. The guy's just standing there still doing the head thing, but I swear I see that fucker smile. Finally get the courage to speak. Can you please come get this? Also, I think you may have dropped your phone when you were hiding a body or whatever in the woods. Nervously laugh, still thinking maybe this guy dug too deep into the prescription bottle or found some PCP or some shit. I see his mouth open, head still bobbing, feet planted to ground. He makes sort of a low guttural, quick grunt. Then a high grunt, then a low grunt. They are sort of soft, kinda like someone clearing their throat. I've shut the rear passenger door at this point and I'm ready to book it to the driver's seat if I got to. Just as I go to call that phone again, I hear words.
The phone's not mine.
The pause between the and phone's not was way too long. Phone's not literally sounded like one word. Mine came off an octave higher. Continued.
For some reason I am imagining the protagonist from Hatred for this story. Not even an edgy teen.
My mind is DEFCON 5, like, just full panic attack. Knees are weak. I'm literally about to peace out. I push the pizza to the far side of the roof away from me. Finally muster out, sir, you're freaking me the fuck out. I have a .45 and less than $20 on me. Please come take this so I can leave. When I say this, the head bobbing stops. His eyes are dark and burning a hole through my skull. He opens his mouth again.
It was his.
What? I say, stunned.
It was his. The phone was his.
The guy comes towards the car. Not a step, but like one huge muscle spasm that propels him forward.
The phone was his.
He repeats. I'm on the verge of tears at this point. Standing next to open driver's side, pizza is on roof over passenger rear door. Guy jerk jumps once closer to the car.
The phone is not his anymore.
I blubber wordless and then gathering man balls I scream, I'm gonna call the fucking cops and blow your fucking drug addict head off if you don't get the fuck out of here. I see this fucker smile, this creepy fucking smile, and without moving his mouth I hear him say in a completely different voice, a voice I've never heard before.
Go away. Stop following me. I will call the police.
In one big jerky motion the thing reaches forward, takes the pizza off the top of the car and places a couple round things that I later identify as quarters on the roof surrounded by dark liquid that spreads over the roof. I don't even think, just get in the car and peel out down the road. Leave the hot sleeve for the pizza, leave the shit on the roof, don't even close the door all the way. I go down the road at about 80 for a quarter mile then pull a U-turn, cause I don't want to get even more lost with this psycho here. I whip down the road past the place where he was. Nothing. Finally get to the end of the road, there's a stop sign to merge with the main road. Look right to make sure it's clear, look left. This thing's face is 12 inches from my own when I turn. Tactically shit myself. Peel down road. Continued.
Fucking hell up, hurry up.
Come on up.
Finally make it back to pizza place. Shaking like bloody hell. Smoke a joint just to calm me down, which I never do when I'm working. I walk in the front door of pizza place.
Hey Anon, that guy at the open space house just called back. He said you forgot some food but he only ordered the pizza, right? He said come back. I
start crying. Look at my phone which had been thrown through the car with my driving. Literally in tears. 14 fucking missed calls from that number. All the voicemails are empty except the last one. All I can hear is ragged breathing and those low gruntings. Fucking bawling my eyes out in front of this hot ass counter girl and I don't even give a fuck. Sit for 10 minutes and calm down. Remember the change on the roof. Go out to car and turn on flashlight. The roof of my car was covered in the most viscous weird liquid but it smells like blood and I throw up immediately. In the panel gap between my trunk and the end of my rear window I find the quarters covered in the same maple syrup thick goop blood shit, and stuck to it are soft little chunks of what I can only imagine is tissue. Go to open my car and my blood turns to fucking ice. There is a single line of blood going from the front quarter panel to the driver's side door. The fucking thing tried to open my motherfucking door when it was next to me at the stop sign. I go back in. Tactically cry and poop my pants more. Tell counter girl to try and call the number again. She tries over and over and over but the phone goes right to voicemail. Next morning I give the number to my uncle who is a police captain a few towns over. Says the number is from a burner phone, paid in cash, basically untraceable and it appeared to be off now. I sleep with the lights on now. I'll be lurking for comments or suggestions or something like, is this fucker gonna stalk me and kill me or call me again? I'm fucking terrified.
Sounds like a /X/Walker case indeed.